All right, this morning, our exclusive one-on-one TV interview with the Vice President Kamala Harris during her first official trip to Rhode Island yesterday.
Vice President taking some time to talk with Ted Nesi, her only local television interview while on this quick trip, covering the crisis at the border, working with Republicans on the controversial infrastructure bill, and her take on our small business success stories.
Small business is also the focus of her roughly 7-hour visit. Ted joining us now with more.
Anytime you interact with the White House, security is intense, but even more so right now due to the pandemic. Our crew had to get the usual Secret Service background checks and a negative COVID test before we met up with the Vice President, and we had to wear high-grade KN95 masks.
Okay. Oh, hi.
Vice President Kamala Harris one-on-one with 12 News during her visit to Providence. I love Rhode Island. I live in Rhode Island, but I also know Rhode Island's one of the smallest states. It's not a swing state in national elections. Why did you decide to make Rhode Island one of the first states you visited as Vice President?
Well, I've been to Rhode Island before, and it was great to be here with my former colleagues, Jack Reed and Sheldon Whitehouse, and of course our great Secretary of Commerce, Gina Raimondo.
How's the trip been?
It's been great. I love being here. Yeah. I love being here. I mean, we had such a wonderful day of, in particular, meetings with Rhode Island small business owners. And among the things that I really appreciate about Rhode Island, its economy, its local economy, is really driven by small businesses.
Amid the crisis at the southern border, President Biden has tasked Harris with leading diplomatic efforts to improve conditions in Central America. How do you see that fitting into fixing the acute short-term crisis at the border?
So I have been asked by the President, and I have taken charge of what we need to do to recognize that there are the issues at the border that need to be addressed. We also need to deal with the long-standing, to your point, acute issues and long-term root causes that have resulted in people migrating, leaving their home, fleeing their home.
On Capitol Hill, Republicans say they're open to some of Biden's $2.3 trillion infrastructure plan, but they won't support the whole package. Is the administration open to splitting the bill?
I'm not going to negotiate with you. But thank you for asking. But we are absolutely sincere in our desire to work in a bipartisan way.
And unsurprisingly, security was very intense at the Wexford building in downtown Providence when we arrived there for our interview. Secret Service members were joined by Rhode Island State Police and Providence Police, including Providence Chief Hugh Clements, who was there in person. Ted Nesi, 12 News.
Now, as we headed into that interview, President Biden has named the vice president as his point person on the migration crisis. That was back in March. Republicans have been critical of Harris for not visiting the border since then. It was announced yesterday she'll be making her first foreign trip as vice president next month to Mexico and Guatemala. And you can check out the full wrap-up of the vice president's visit to Rhode Island on our website. You can also see much more of Ted's one-on-one interview with Kamala Harris on WPRI.com.